Scoot over.
Right, we had some parents to say, "Are we getting lunch today?" This is wonderful. All right, we are ready to roll. We are live. So we're going to start with our Black History B. The Black History B is a little bit different. It is an individual event. And so we have two scholars that are signed up for our Black History B. So if those people would come on up right now. We have Inadi and Naba. Come on up. Let's give them a hand just for coming up, ladies. All right, so what's going to happen? I'm going to read a question and we're going to keep going until we miss one, okay? We need to be supportive. Let's give these ladies a hand even now. This is big. All right, we're going to start with Nava. Question number 1. Who had a dream about people being treated equally? I'm going to give her a mic so you can hear her.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
That is correct. Let's give her a hand. Next question. Who is a famous singer known as the Queen of Soul?
Aretha Franklin.
That is correct. Going back to Nevada, who created the cartoon character Fat Albert?
I don't know.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Let's give her a hand. All right, Inadi, next question. Who is a famous basketball player known as King James?
LeBron James.
That is correct. Oh, that was for LeBron James, not for Inadi? Tisk. All right, Inadi, we will do one more. Who invented the traffic light?
Garrett Morgan.
That is correct, Inadi. And we have a first and second place winner. Just that fast. Let's go ahead back up and let's give these ladies a hand. We are so very proud of you, ladies, and we have something for you at the end of the bowl, okay? Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Pooh. Oh, they say good job. At this time, we are until he is ready, okay? All right, questions. Everybody ready? All right, here we go. Let's give it up for our host one more time.
Good morning. Welcome to our Black History Bowl. We are excited to share with you, and we're looking forward to a wonderful time.
I'm so sorry, scholars. There's a mic on each table, so when you're answering, please make sure you pick up the mic. You guys are going to have to pass it, okay? So that everybody can hear your answer. Thank you so much.
All right. We're going to begin. We have 6 minutes on the clock, and it will begin. The time will begin as soon as I finish reading this question. Who refused to give up her seat on a bus in 1955, sparking the Montgomery bus boycott? The name of the movement that challenged segregation.
Movement.
That is correct. Folding chair. That is correct. Which inventor developed over 300 uses of the peanut, soybean, and sweet potato?
Carver.
All right, that is correct. All right. Let's continue here. So, what was the name of the movement in the 1960s that focused on increasing Black political power and self-determination? I believe that was A1.
Black Power Movement.
That is correct. What was the first African American? Who was the first African American to serve as U.S. Secretary of Health and Human Services? B1.
Lewis Sullivan.
That is correct. Who was the first African American to serve as U.S. Ambassador to South America? B3.
Susan Rice.
No, that's incorrect. A1.
James Joseph.
Yes, that's correct. All right, we have 3 minutes and 20 seconds coming up here. What group of African American pilots served bravely in World War II, known for their distinctive red tails?
Tuskegee Airmen.
That is correct. What major civil rights legislation was signed into law in 1968 addressing fair housing? B4.
Fair Housing Act.
That is correct. Who was the first African American full-time driver in the NASCAR Cup Series in 1972? B3.
Bubba Wallace.
That is correct. Who was the first? What was the first HBCU founded after the Civil War in 1865?
Shaw University.
That is correct. That is correct. The process for making sugarcane from sugarcane juice. That was B1.
Norbert Relu.
That is correct. Who Who was the first African American to win a gold medal in swimming at the Olympics? B2.
Simone Manuel.
That's correct. We are under 2 minutes. Who was the first African American woman who helped found the Montgomery Improvement Association? Was the name of the organization founded by W.E.B. Du Bois in 1905 to fight civil rights? B4.
Niagara Movement.
That is correct. What was the name of the organization founded by Huey P. Newton and Bobby Sage in Oakland, California? B4. Who was the first African American woman to serve as U.S. ambassador to the United Nations? B4.
Susan Rice.
Oh, that's incorrect. That's incorrect. Looking for another answer here. That's 341. All right. All right. I'm sorry. We're going to throw that one out. Let's continue. Who was the first African American woman to serve as a mission specialist on a space shuttle flight? Lay one.
Macy Jemison.
That is correct. Who was the first African American to play in the NBA? We're looking for B4.
Chuck Cooper.
That is correct. What city was the site of the 1965 march across the Edmund Pettus Bridge known as Bloody Sunday? All right, well, our time is up. No, let's give it up for our teams. We have Team A with 50 points and Team B with 120.
Okay. At this time, we're going to have about a 2-minute break. Our coaches are going to come and talk to our teams. Thank you.
Yeah, as soon as you know it, after you're African American, that first one after African American, click. That's what they do. And you don't want to get, because their strategies, the next round is going to be as soon as they start talking, they're going to push it. And if you notice that that's what's happening, if literally in the first 2 words they push the button, then it's a battle of pushing the button.
I know 221.
That's only if they doing it after like the first 2 words. Who was and they doing it, and they not give you an opportunity, then you may have to do it if they're scoring. If they're not scoring, then they may not know the answer. Right. You got to leave. You don't have to jump right away. But as soon as you know it, you answer. You don't have to jump the gun. You understand what I'm saying? If they jump the gun.
All right. We have about 50 seconds, and then we will start round 2. And round 2 in 50 seconds.
All right, we are back. We want to welcome you back to our Black History Bowl, where A team has 50 points and our B team has 120 points. We have 6 minutes on the clock, and the clock will begin as soon as I finish reading this question. Who is the legendary female artist known for hits like Crazy in Love and Single Ladies? B4.
Beyonce.
Beyonce, correct. Who is the legendary singer and actress known for her distinct voice and hits like Proud Mary? A3. Oh, A1. I'm sorry, A1.
Tina Turner.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll go to the next team. Okay, all right. Thank you so much. We're going to throw that one out, but we're going to continue here. What term refers to the forced separation of people based on race? That was A3. A4. All right, B4.
Segregation.
Segregation is correct. Who was the founder of the Tuskegee Institute and a prominent advocate for vocational education? A1.
Stokely Carmichael.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're looking for another answer. B1.
Booker T. Washington.
Booker T. Washington is correct. Who is the acclaimed playwright who wrote Fences and The Piano Lesson? A2.
August Wilson.
That is correct. What was the law passed in 1850 that required law enforcement in free states to return escaped slaves to their owners? A4.
Jim Crow laws.
That's incorrect. We're looking for another answer. B4.
Fugitive Slave Act of 1850.
That is correct. Who was the chairman of the NAACP who was assassinated in Mississippi in 1963? A2.
Medgar Evers.
That is correct. Who is the R&B legend known for the songs What's Going On and It Takes Two? B4.
Marvin Gaye.
That's correct. Who was the first African American to serve as U.S. Secretary of Education? B2.
Rod Page.
Correct. Who was the prominent figure in the Nation of Islam and a human rights activist who was assassinated in 1965?
Malcolm X.
Correct. Who is the Empress of Soul, known for her work in the Pips?
Gladys Knight.
Correct. Who was the first African American physician to receive a patent for a medical invention?
George Grant.
Correct. Who wrote the powerful essay collection The Fire Next Time? A1.
James Baldwin.
Correct. Who was the first African American man to win the Masters tournament? B4.
Tiger Woods.
Correct. What was the name of the organization founded by students in 1960 that coordinated sit-ins and other nonviolent protests? Looking for B4.
Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee.
You're right. Who developed a technique for preserving blood known as the blood bank? B4.
Charles Drew.
We are on point here today. What was the name of the network of secret routes and safe houses used by enslaved African Americans to escape freedom? Looking for A1.
Underground Railroad.
That is correct. Who wrote the novel Invisible Man, chronicling the life of an unnamed black man in the 20th century? Looking for A1.
Ralph Ellison.
You're right. Who invented the refrigerated truck? B4.
Frederick McKinley Jones.
That's correct. What legendary singer and pianist was known for by the nickname the High Priestess of Soul? A1.
Nina Simone.
Correct. What was the name of the enslaved man who sued for his freedom in a landmark Supreme case? B4.
Dred Scott.
Correct. What escaped enslaved woman became a conductor on the Underground Railroad nicknamed Moses? Looking for A2. I'm sorry. B1. B1.
Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman is correct. Who was the first African American to walk in space? B4.
Dr. Bernard Harris.
Correct. Who was the first African American to win the NBA MVP awards? A1.
Bill Russell.
Oh, that's it. We're looking for another answer. We're going to pause the timer just for a minute.
You got that one right because I was studying it this morning.
It's different. She said finals just
Yes,
it's different.
I know. Yes, I'm pressing it. I thought Ava presses it. Is it? Ava, it's your question. Do I have to press it?
No, they said finals
You're gonna have to press it.
No, they have to get it.
Oh. So they have to check for it and throw it out.
No, they don't have to go. No, it's something.
So how many points do we have?
All right. We allow B4 to answer. Who was the first African American to win the NBA Finals MVP award?
Willis Reed.
That's correct. All right, we have our time. We have A team with 120 and the B team with 280. Let's put our hands together. We're going to take a 1 minute break.
Yes, one. There's one around. Anything bad. So y'all would we're just gonna click it. It says because it's really good. And then they can challenge us, but they can reading click it and then but he'll still read through the question. So, yeah. Okay.
These months until they reach the level, they still gonna hesitate because they may not know the answer. So if you know the answer, you'll let you know if it's getting close. And you get this time, I don't think it's time. A lot of people pushing the button, they work and stuff because they be fast. So they have to pass it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from our commercial break. We're excited. We have a great team, and we have a great teams up here on the stage today. They're doing a fantastic job. And we have 6 minutes on the clock. This is our final round for this segment. And we have 120 for A team and then 280 for our B team. And so the clock will begin as soon as I finish reading this question. Who was the first African American to win the U.S. Open women's single title in the Open era? That was A1.
Venus Williams.
Correct. Who was the first African American player to be elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame? A1.
Jackie Robinson.
Correct. Who invented the first practical home security system? That was A4.
Mary Van Britton Brown.
Correct. All right. Marie. Yes, we'll take that answer. What landmark Supreme Court case in 1954 declared state-sponsored segregation in public schools unconstitutional? A1.
Brown v. Board of Education.
Correct. Who was the first African American to pilot a jet in the U.S. Navy? A1. All right, we're going to go to B3.
Brenda E. Robinson.
Correct. Next question. Who was the first African American to win the Heisman Trophy in college football? Looking for A1.
Ernie David.
That is correct. What was the first HBCU founded before the Civil War in 1837? I believe A1.
Cheney University of Pennsylvania.
That is correct. Who was the first African American woman to run a serious campaign for president of the United States? A1.
Shirley Chisholm.
Correct. Who was the African American woman who invented the apparatus for filtering and purifying water? I saw A1. All right, we're going to go to B2. B4.
Martha N. Jones.
That is correct. Who invented the 3-position traffic light and gas mask? Looking for A4 to answer.
Garrick Morgan.
That is correct. Who was the first African American to win the U.S. Open men's single title in the Open era?
Arthur Ashe.
That's correct. What was the name of the group of people who rode in-state buses into segregated South in 1963? I believe B4.
Freedom Riders.
That's correct. What was the goal of the 1963 March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom? A1. All right, B4.
To advocate for the economic and civil rights of African Americans.
That's correct. What was the name of the boycott in Birmingham, Alabama to challenge segregation in downtown stores? B4.
Birmingham Movement.
Not. Let's try A4.
Montgomery bus boycott.
No, that's incorrect. So the answer we're looking for is Birmingham campaign. Birmingham campaign. Let's go. Next question. Who was the first African American woman to serve as a flight director at NASA? A1.
Dr. Cyan Proctor.
Oh no, we're looking for another answer.
Christine
B1.
Davis.
Yes, that's correct. Who was the co-founder of the organization Mothers of the Movement? A4. All right. We're going to go to B3.
Gwen Carr.
That's correct. Next question. Who invented the portable pencil sharpener? A1.
John Lee Love.
That's correct. We're down to 1 minute now. Who was the first African American to manage a Major League Baseball team? A1.
Frank Robinson.
You got it. What was the organization founded by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in 1957 that coordinated the action of local protest group? A3.
Christian Leadership Conference.
That is correct. Let's pop. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's confirm with the judges. We cannot take that answer. I'm sorry. All right, we're going to go to B. B3.
Southern Christian Leadership Conference.
That's correct. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. Here we go. Next question. Who was the first African American to serve as mayor of Chicago? A1. All right, we're going to go to B2.
Harold Washington.
That's correct. That is correct. And that ends our segment on today with A team with 230 points and our B team with 360 points. Let's put our hands together for both of our teams. Both of our teams. We want to thank our coaches for doing a great job. Let's put our hands together for our coaches of Team A and Team B.
All right, at this time, we're going to have our 3-5 team to come on down. We thank you so much. Let's give them another hand. Here, you can keep your name, please. We're going to transition to our 6-8 division. We're going to transition to our 6-8 division. When you hear your name, come on up. Deja. Olivia. And Kevin. On this team, we have Isaac, Trinity, and Charisma. Let's give our 6th through 8th grade scholars a hand. Coaches are going to come on up and confer with their teams for a second. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's my fault. That's my fault. Thank you for being ready.
They will finish the question, so if you buzz in, they don't finish the question. If you think you know it, buzz in. It's to your benefit to raise your hand. Just put his hand at the. Get enough of it that you think you know it. If you think you know it, buzz in, don't hold back. No stress. You got this. I'm proud of you. Are we ready?
All right, good after morning still. Our rules are the same for this round as well. We're going to make sure everyone's buzzer is working. Deja, if you can go ahead and hit your buzzer. All right, she's A1. Olivia. Sorry, as a timeout. A2. Kevin. It's not you. Okay, no. Hit it again, baby. Pick it up and hit it again. Okay, you're A3. Thank you. All right, Isaac, we're going to test your buzzer. All right, you are B1. Trinity, hold on, it's still on. All right, Trinity, B2, and Charisma. B3, we're ready to go. Let's give our 6 to 8 scholars a hand before they even begin. All right.
We want to welcome you to our Black History Bowl. We're looking forward to this, your answers, and we want to remind you that we have 6 minutes on the clock. The clock will begin as soon as I finish reading our first question. What famous African American political figure was the first African American governor of a U.S. state? A1.
Harold Washington.
Oh, that's incorrect. We're looking for another answer. B1? B? All right, we're looking for Deval Patrick. The First African American governor of the state of Massachusetts. Next question. What famous boxer and civil rights advocate was known for his opposition to the Vietnam War? We're looking for A1.
Muhammad Ali.
Correct. Who was the first African American woman to achieve the rank of 4-star general in the U.S. Air Force? A1.
Janet C. Wolfenberger.
That's correct. What movement in the 1920s saw a flourishing of African American art, literature, and music, primarily in New York City? A1.
The Harlem Renaissance.
Correct. What constitutional amendment guarantees equal protection under law for all citizens? B3.
The 14th Amendment.
That's correct. In which southern state did the Little Rock Nine integrate a high school? I believe that's A1.
Arkansas.
Correct. What is the term for a person who works to end slavery? A1.
Abolitionist.
Correct. This gentleman was the first African American nominated for Best Director for Boys in the Hood in 1991. A1.
John Singleton.
Correct. Which U.S. president signed the Civil Rights Act in 1964? A1.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Correct. What landmark legislation was signed into law in 1968 prohibiting discrimination in the sale, rental, and financing of housing? B3.
The Fair Housing Act.
Yes, that's correct. Who was the African American woman who helped develop the technology used to send humans to the moon as depicted in the film Hidden Figures? B3.
Katherine Johnson.
That's correct. What nickname was given to the African American soldiers who fought in the Civil War? A1.
The Buffalo Soldiers.
Correct. What term refers to the southern states that seceded from the U.S. during the Civil War? B3.
The South.
Oh, that's incorrect. I'm looking for another answer. A3.
The Confederacy.
That's correct. Who was the first African American woman to be elected mayor of a major U.S. city? B3.
Sharon Pratt Kelly.
No, I'm looking for another answer. A1.
Carrie Saxon Perry.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. We're looking for a London Breed. London Breed, the elected mayor of San Francisco. All right. Next question. What constitutional amendment gave African American men the right to vote? A2.
The 15th Amendment.
That's correct. What organization was co-founded by W.E.B. Du Bois in 1909 to fight for civil rights? We saw B3.
The NAACP.
That is correct. Who was the African American inventor who developed a device to protect electrical fires? A1.
Granville T. Woods.
That's correct. What term refers to a legal document that gave owners control over enslaved people? I saw B3.
Bill of Sale.
Correct. What famous African American dancer and choreographer popularized African and Caribbean dance forms in American theater? I saw B3.
Catherine Dunham.
That's correct. What was the name of the organization founded by Marcus Garvey that promoted black nationalism and the return to Africa? B3.
UNIA, Universal Negro Improvement Association.
That is correct. All right. Here's the question. What famous document begins with the words, "We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal"? A2.
The
All right. We have to throw that out. All right, let's go to the next question. Here we go. With 5 seconds. What term refers to the forced separation of races, often by law? I saw B team, B3.
segregation.
That is correct. All right, this is our first round. We have our A team with 110 points and our B team with 80 points. Let's put our hands together. We're going to take a 1-minute break, a commercial break. Have you registered for the next school year? I want to let you know the registration is still open. So please go to fhjenkins.net. Find out more. Also, we have some good news for our parents. On February the 14th, there will be a night out for you to take your significant other out, and FH Jenkins is hosting a parents night out. Begins at 7 o'clock, $30 a person, and so you are welcome to get some time off from 7 to 10 p.m. And so if you want to take advantage of this event on February the 14th, please check us out. And we're looking forward to you loving on us to help love on our kids to go to our 8th graders to go to their upcoming trip.
I got to take a point away for this question. Point of clarity, we have to take a point away from this team. There was a question answered incorrectly. It was answered as NAACP, and it is Association for the Advancement of Colored People. So we have to take a point from, yes. Okay.
All right. We are back and ready for our next quarter of our Black History Bowl. We have 6 minutes on the clock, and the clock will begin as soon as I finish. But we want to, again, welcome back Team A, which has 110 points, and Team B, which has 70 points. And so we're looking forward to Team B rallying together. All right, we're going to begin as soon as this question is read. What famous African-American political figure was the first African-American mayor of Los Angeles? Looking for B3.
Tom Bradley.
That's correct. What American river is associated with the transportation of goods and people in the South and was important to the slave economy? A1.
The Mississippi River.
That's correct. Who was the first African American woman to win an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress? A1.
Sidney Poitier.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're looking for another answer. B3.
Hattie McDaniel.
That's correct. What is the name of the journey enslaved Africans took across the Atlantic Ocean? B3.
The Middle Passage.
That's correct. All right. What famous African American musician was known as the Godfather of Soul? B2.
W.C. Handy.
I'm sorry, we're looking for another answer. A2.
James Brown.
James Brown is correct. What is the name of the laws passed after the Civil War to limit the rights and freedoms of African Americans? B3.
Black codes.
Black clothes is correct. What famous African American poet wrote the Weary Blues and was a central figure in the Harlem Renaissance? I believe B3.
Langston Hughes.
Langston Hughes is correct. What famous civil rights march in 1965 led to the passage of the Voting Rights Act? B3.
The Civil Rights Movement.
I'm sorry, we're looking for another answer. A2.
Selma to Montgomery marches.
That's correct. What influential African American journalist and civil rights activist led an anti-lynching campaign? B3.
Ida B. Wells.
That's correct. Who was the first African American to win a Nobel Peace Prize? B3.
Ralph Bunche.
That's correct. Who was the first African American woman to serve as U.S. ambassador to the United Nations? A1.
Barbara Watson.
I'm sorry, we're looking for another answer. B3.
Susan Rice.
Susan Rice is correct. Who was the first African American to receive a patent for an electrical system for regulating temperatures in incubators? B3.
Mary Kenner.
That's correct. Who was the first African American woman to win an individual medal in the Summer Olympic sport track and field in 1948? A2.
Alice Coachman.
That's correct. What famous African American novelist wrote Invisible Man? B3.
Ralph Ellison.
That's correct. Who was the first African American to be named Poet Laureate of the United States? A1. I'm sorry. A2.
Rita Dove.
Rita Dove is correct. Elected as Virginia's lieutenant governor in 2021, she made history as the first woman of color and first immigrant to hold a statewide office in Virginia. That was A2.
I'm not sure.
All right. B3.
Winsome Earl Sears.
That's correct. What famous African American singer and actress was known for her groundbreaking performance in Carmen Jones? Looking for A1.
Billie Holiday.
I'm sorry, we're looking for another answer. B3.
Dorothy Dandridge.
That's correct. What famous African American scientist is known as the father of the blood bank? B3.
Dr. Charles Drew.
Dr. Charles Drew is correct. Who was the first African American to become a professional stock car racing NASCAR driver? A2.
Wendell Scott.
Wendell Scott is correct. What state was the first to secede from the Union leading to the civil rights? A2.
South Carolina.
Correct. What famous African American writer and activist was known for his sharp critiques of racism, such as in The Fire Next Time? B2.
Is it Frederick Douglass?
I'm sorry, looking for another answer. A1.
James Baldwin.
James Baldwin is correct. Her work on VoIP technology paved the way for video calls, incoming services like Zoom. B3.
Marion Croak.
That's correct. All right, we squeezed that answer in, and that ends this section. We have with the A team 190, and B team has come back with 210. And so we want to take a break. Let's give it up. Let's put our hands together. We're going to have a 2-minute commercial break. We'll be back right after this.
All right, just another commercial break. Our 8th graders are going on a mission trip. They have another fundraiser that they're running at this time. They are selling balloon grams, and you can purchase those on your FH Jenkins. A link was sent in the guiding light. They are $5. They will be delivered at the school on Thursday, February 12th. So if you want to participate in that, there's another opportunity. And again, Parents' Night Out. Who doesn't want to send their kids away on a Valentine's night so we can go? Yes, I heard the clapping and the shouts from the parents. So please support our 8th graders. Thank you so much.
I have to win this. This is our last session, right? This is final session. We just have to like, press it. Even if we don't know it, just press it. And then while he's reading it, we can think about it. And if we don't know it, we say we don't know it. If we don't know it, we say it. But that gives us the opportunity. I don't want to risk it because then when I do know it, and then I know the 200s and the 300s. I know the 200s and some of the 300s. But if you get the answer wrong, like shoot for it.
This is our final round.
Charisma's carrying. I think it should be scary.
All right, we are back. We want to welcome you back to our Black History Bowl here at FH Jenkins. We have a very tight race right now with the A team with 190 points and our B team with 210 points. We have 6 minutes on the clock for this final segment of our bowl. And so the question will begin as soon as I begin reading this question. This is a toss-up. What national holiday celebrates the end of slavery in the United States? A2.
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth is correct. Who invented the first successful heart surgery technique? A2.
Dr. Charles Drew.
That is correct. What term refers to a large-scale plan of protest or demonstration? B3.
March or rally.
That's correct. What term means to deny someone the right to vote? A2.
Disfranchise.
That's correct. Disenfranchise. What famous? I'm sorry. All right, we're going to take it. All right. The clock will start as soon as I read this question. This person is the New York Times bestseller author who won the Pulitzer Prize for fiction for the Known World and Penn Hemingway Award for Lost in City. B3.
Richard Wright.
I'm sorry, we're looking for another answer. A1.
Edward Jones.
Edward P. Jones is correct. What famous African-American blues musician was known as the father of the blues? B3.
W.C. Handy.
That is correct. What is the name of the museum in Washington, D.C. dedicated to African-American life, history, and culture? I believe that was A1. A2.
The Lincoln Memorial.
I'm sorry, looking for another answer. B3.
National Museum of African American History and Culture.
That is correct. What city was the site of the famous bus boycott that began after Rosa Parks' arrest? B3.
Montgomery.
Montgomery is correct. Montgomery, Alabama. What term means the right to vote? A2.
Suffrage or franchise.
That's correct. What term describes the unfair belief that one's own group is superior to another? Believe that. A2.
I'm not sure.
All right, we're going to go to B3.
Prejudice.
Prejudice is correct. Who was the first African American inventor who developed a device to prevent trains from derailing at switches? B3.
Andrew Beard.
That's correct. Who was the founder of the National Council of Negro Women? B3.
Mary McLeod Bethune.
That is correct. What famous African American gospel singer was known as the Queen of Gospel? A2.
Mahalia Jackson.
Mahalia Jackson is correct. All right. What African American inventor created the method of mass producing shoes using a machine called the lasting machine? A1. A2.
Alice H. Parker.
I'm sorry, we're looking for another answer. B3.
Jan Ernst Matzeliger.
That's correct. What famous African American poet and author wrote the novel Go Tell It on the Mountain? I believe I saw B3.
James Baldwin.
James Baldwin is correct. Who was the first African American to win a major individual championship in professional tennis? B3. B2.
It's Ash.
I'm sorry, can't take that answer. A1.
Arthur Ashe.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. We're looking for Althea Gibson. Althea Gibson. Next question. What was the name of the movement aimed at achieving full social and political equity for African Americans? B3.
Black Power Movement.
I'm sorry, we're looking for another answer. A2.
The Civil Rights Movement.
Civil Rights Movement is correct. Who was the first African American to win a Pulitzer Prize for drama? A2.
I'm not sure.
All right, B3.
August Wilson.
Awesome. August Wilson is correct. What was the name of the famous regiment of African American soldiers who fought bravely in the Civil War? B3.
54th Massachusetts Infantry Regiment.
That's correct. What is the name of the movement of African Americans from the rural South to the urban North? A1.
The Great Migration.
That's correct. What African American political leader co-founded the NAACP in 1909? B3.
W.E.B. Du Bois.
That is correct. Who was the first African American to win a Super Bowl as a head coach? A1.
John Singleton.
I'm sorry, we're looking for B3.
Tony Dungy.
Tony Dungy is correct. How many people attended the March on Washington in 1963? B3. A1. A2. A2.
250,000 people.
A2. All right, we have to throw that one out. All right, that was a tough one there. But y'all, we have ended this segment of our Black History Bowl. Let's put our hands together. We have the A team with 270, The B team with 350. Let's put our hands together for both of our teams who did a fantastic job. Let's also thank our coaches of the A team and the B team as well.
Thank you so much. At this time, we have some presentations. First, for our Black History B, if we could have our two scholars to come up that participated. For our Black History B, Navah Shelton. And okay, come on, go ahead. All right. And our future FHJ scholar, she needs some answers as well. And Inari Hernandez Gonzalez. Let's give them both a hand. Ladies, we are so proud of you. We have people taking pictures of you. And we hope to see you guys on the 3-5 Black History Bowl team very soon. Let's give these ladies a hand. All right, now moving to our 3-5 division, we're going to call everybody up that was a part of our 3-5 division. Come on up and we're going to call your names. And you guys, we have to give it up for these coaches. I know you couldn't see them, but the coaches were literally cheering for both teams. So thank you, coaches. They were cheering for both teams. So all of our 3-5 coaches come on up, and our 3-5 participants, all of you come up, as well as our alternates. We had a 3-5 alternate as well. Caleb, come to your coach. All right, we have Caleb Carter. Sorry, they're alphabetical. Bayla Shelton was one of our alternates. I guess it'd be easier if I just go. Ava Boone. Calixto Hernandez Gonzalez. All right, I got to call everybody's name, guys. I'm just going to go down the road. Carter Jobs, Bayla, again, was one of our alternates. Avery Greer, Ava Boone, Calixto Hernandez Gonzalez. Braxton Miller was one of our alternates as well. Jade Odom, Logan Lee Smith, Arden Jennings, and Caleb. Let's give them a hand. All right, and for our winning team, we have trophies. Let's give them a hand. Thank you. And we have a little do-re mi to put in your pocket as well. No, that was the alternate. Thank you. Let's give them a hand. And our 6 through 8 team, oh, sorry, pictures are still being taken, and we're smiling. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. Everybody's good? Yeah, I just want to give another one. And our 6-8 teams, if you can come on up with your coaches. These coaches, again, were cheering for both teams. Thank you, coaches. We have Deja Jones. We have Kevin Carter. We have Olivia Irving. We have Charisma Mortimer, Trinity Gardner, and Isaac Anderson. Let's give them a hand. And pictures, and we're smiling. We had Elijah as our alternate. Come on up, Elijah. All right, everybody has their pictures? No? Okay, we're still smiling. Okay, they're still smiling. They're still taking pictures of you. And we're smiling. Okay, you guys can come up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now for our first place team, Dr. Wood has something very special for you. We have some trophies for our 6-8 winners and a little do-re-mi for your pockets. And their coach, Mrs. Campbell, please come stand in. Got a couple more. Elijah, you're an alternate, baby. And we're smiling. Dr. Wood, we need you in the picture. Thank you, thank you. We have a couple more thank yous. We want to thank Mrs. Sylvia Bennett. She was running our time clock and all the score clock and all these things she came and set up last night. So we want to thank her. We want to thank our host, Pastor Daniel Lyles. We appreciate you so much. One more time, if our coaches, you guys, they did a lot. If our coaches could stand for us just one more time. Coaches, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate you. We want to thank South Central Conference for hosting us here on today. Oh, we have one more person in the back. I didn't know you were coming. Thank you so much. This is Mr. Smith. He helped to set up and take apart and then put it back together, our system as well. Thank you all so much. Okay, let's stand for closing prayer, please. Let's bow our heads and close our eyes for prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, God, we thank you so much for creating us, God, and creating us Black and creating us special, God. We thank you for such a rich history, God. We thank you for our scholars that were able to display their knowledge on today. Now we ask that you keep us safe as we go our separate ways. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, FHJ scholars, you can have a seat at this time.